Hey, did you pack for the trip? Mom said to prepare it. She said don't forget anything. I'm so excited about the trip. I took a week off for this trip.
I'm sorry, I haven't been able to prepare.
You haven't done it yet? We're leaving tomorrow morning. You're home all day. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. It seems like Megan's sick. I went to the hospital, so I didn't have time. It was just a cold.
A cold? For God's sake. What's gonna happen if I get a cold? I won't be able to go on the trip.
It can't be helped. Kids suddenly get sick. And the weather had been weird as well.
It's because you're not taking care of her properly. How can you let your child become sick? Especially before the family trip. You gotta be kidding me.
Don't say that.
Can you do something about it by tomorrow? I know we have medicine at home.
She's only 3 months old. I can't just give her medicine. The doctor said I just have to keep her calm.
What the fuck? What are we gonna do about tomorrow?
It would be great if you could postpone the trip.
What?
Because I can't take Megan with us. She's burning up. It's impossible.
Fuck you. We can't postpone the trip. Mom has been so excited about it as well. We can't cancel for such a stupid reason.
How can you say it's a stupid reason?
You know what? You don't have to come. You can stay home with Megan. I'll just go with my parents. That's all good.
What?
I'm just gonna go with my parents. You can just stay home and care for Megan while doing the housework. You complain about the trip I planned.
How can you say that? Is the trip more important than Megan, who is sick?
Nobody said that. You're so troublesome. I don't care. I'm gonna stay at my parents' house. I'll pack up my parents' house too. I'm not gonna go home until you can regret what you've done.
Hey, wait up. Ricky. Beth, I heard what you said to Ricky. You couldn't pack for the trip. And you used your daughter as an excuse. Do better. Mother-in-law, Megan suddenly started burning up. I wasn't used to taking her to the hospital. Stop making excuses. How can you trouble your husband just because your child is sick? You have to get over it as a mom. How shitty are you? You make your child sick and you also interrupt your husband. You are a horrible mother and wife. I'm sorry. I don't know why Ricky married you. You can't even give birth to a boy. How can you say that? I wanted to go on this trip just with my family anyway. So it worked out fine. You can regret what you've done while you stay home. Goodbye. Ricky, come back. Please come back. Please.
Stop annoying me with the notifications. Do you know I'm driving right now?
Megan's fever is really high. It's insane. And I think I also caught her cold, so I have a really high fever as well. My body is not functioning. What should I do? Please come back now.
You bitch. You're being so selfish.
What do you mean?
You didn't pack for the trip, and now you lie to me to make me come home? How much do you want to ruin our trip? Stop being a bitch. I stopped the car for nothing.
What are you talking about? It's not a lie. I do have a fever.
Either way, I'm not going back. It's your job to take care of Megan anyways. Just because you're sick, you still have to take care of your child. I'm busy taking care of Mom here.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. If you had just apologized, I would have let you join the trip. Because Dad is going to join us later on, so I would have asked him to pick you up. Stop interrupting our trip. I'm going to block you until you know what you've done.
Wait, Ricky. Wait a minute.
Have you thought about your actions? Because of your annoyingness, this trip was horrible in the beginning. Mom kept complaining about you. She got better though after enjoying the hot spring and sightseeing. If you're going to apologize, I will forgive you. Mom says she's going to forgive you this time as well. Just stop being so stubborn and call me or give me a text. If you do that, I'll take you on our next trip as well. Do you know about Dad? He's not here. Are you listening to me? You text now, and that's all you can say? How can you say that to your sick wife and her child? What do you mean you're going to forgive? You are such an embarrassing man. How dare you talk to me like that? You haven't regretted your actions. Stop acting like a bitch. You're the one acting big. Beth doesn't have to do anything. Beth? Wait a minute. Aren't you Beth? Who are you? I'm your father. What? Dad? Why? Where is Beth? I'm using her phone right now. She is not in a state where she can talk to you. She can't talk to me right now? What do you mean? You ask me why? Do you know what you've done? What do you mean? She is hospitalized right now, so is Megan. She's at the hospital? 3 days ago, I got a call from the hospital. They said they took Beth and Megan to the hospital. According to the paramedics, Beth had a very high fever and passed out. And Megan also looks very sick. Luckily, they aren't gonna die. But they are going to stay at the hospital for a few days. No way. Tell me where the hospital is. I'm on my way. You can't see your wife and kid anymore. Don't ever see them. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I read your text. She was asking you for help. But you prioritize a trip and were so mean to her. Well, it's normal for a mother to look after their kid even though they're sick. You're busy taking care of your mom? What do you mean? Holy shit. You are Beth's husband and Megan's father. How can you prioritize a trip with your own mother when your family is sick? You are not a man. Why can't you take care of someone else's daughter? And the woman who gave birth to your kid? Who the fuck do you think you are? Well, because I thought she was just being stubborn because we got into a fight. Even if she really had a fever, I don't know what to do even if I'm there. I thought she would be okay because she's strong. What the fuck are you saying? You can leave your family because you don't know what to do? You can't even take them to the hospital? What do you mean she's strong? She just gave birth 3 months ago. She's not used to raising the child yet and doesn't feel herself yet. And she can't go back to her parents' house, but she's trying her best. You are the one that's supposed to support her. But you use your own mother as an excuse to not take care of your family? How dare you? You are such a horrible person. How can you say that she is not fit to be a mother? I am embarrassed by the both of you. Dad, I have noticed you and Linda were mean to her. I thought you guys didn't value her. I should have warned you earlier. Wait, Dad. I'm going home now. Please tell me where the hospital is. I'm not gonna tell you where it is. You're going to stress her out. I asked her parents to come over. They're taking care of her. I'm gonna head over. Let's enjoy our last trip as a family. Hey, it's been a while. I heard you were out of the hospital. Are you free now? I want to talk. Isn't there something you have to tell me before? Well, I am so sorry. Dad came afterwards and was pissed at us. I'm so sorry I didn't value both of you. I'm sorry for leaving you even though you said you had a fever. I'm sorry to have you guys hospitalized. Okay, your dad was mad at you. Yes. He said that since I'm married, I should value you and Megan the most. He said it was unbelievable I said such mean things. I agree and I regret it. He was also mad at Mom for saying all those things to you. She was crying because Dad said that he wants a divorce. I see. And? Well, I regret my actions. So can you give me another chance? I will never devalue you guys ever again. I will prioritize both of you forever. So please. You're at your parents' home now, right? I'm gonna go pick you up. Hey, Ricky, let's get a divorce. What? Wait, what do you mean? Why would you say that? Why would you want a divorce? I said I would never do those things again. Please trust me. Hey, Ricky, before any apology, I wanted you to ask how we were doing. If you have said any kind words to us, I thought I might give you a chance to reconcile. What? But you don't care about us. You just say that you regret your actions.
You just want to feel good about getting my forgiveness. All you care about is yourself.
No, that's not it. I am worried about you. I was so worried.
But for the 3 days I was in the hospital, you didn't even come to visit. You didn't even text me.
I wanted to go to the hospital, but Dad didn't tell me. And I thought you wanted to rest while you were in the hospital, so I didn't text you.
If you really cared about us, you wouldn't have listened to your father. You would have begged him to tell you where we were. You were just waiting until we were out of the hospital. I wouldn't be able to do that if I were in your shoes. And you apologize over text. You don't even want to see me face to face. You don't even think it's better to call me. Stop making me feel like shit.
That's not true. I don't mean to do that. Stuff was going on with me as well. Let's talk about it.
Honestly, I don't think talking is going to do much good. I was trying to remember the past while I was in the hospital. You have been mean ever since we got married. You didn't care about me when I was pregnant or dealing with morning sickness. You were out drinking when my water broke. And you came to the hospital super drunk. You made me do all the housework and raising the kid. And you kept on bitching about me with your mom. This was just what made me want to divorce you. But I've been thinking that I can't stay married to you. Whatever you say, I'm not going to change my decision. It's useless.
Please don't say that. I'm sorry. I will apologize 1,000,000 times. I will help with Megan in the house. I will change.
It's impossible for you. You can't change for us. You still say that you're going to help us.
Wait a minute. I don't mean it. I will change.
I don't care. If you have anything to say, contact my lawyer. I left the divorce papers at home. Please sign it. Goodbye. After that, I blocked all of Ricky's contact information, and I sent him the contact information of my lawyer. Ricky came over to my house, but my parents and lawyer kicked him out. Due to that, I was able to rest very safely. I was able to get a divorce from him without hardly seeing him. I made him promise to pay me good alimony and child support. He has been complaining until the end and crying, but it was just annoying to me because I didn't love him anymore. After that, my ex-father-in-law also asked my ex-mother-in-law to get a divorce. They were about to go to court, but I told him the lawyer I used and they were able to get divorced. After that, my ex-mother-in-law doesn't go out anymore, and she's starting to get dementia, so Ricky is having a hard time. Now I'm back at my parents' house and they help me raise Megan. Sometimes my ex-father-in-law also comes by to see Megan and help out. They're also going to help me when I start working again. I have to do so much stuff until my maternity leave is over, but I'm going to try my best for Megan.
Hey, guess what, Izzy?
Huh? What is it, Angie?
I said guess. Where's the fun if you don't play along?
Okay, geez. You got promoted at work?
As if. You and I both know that that isn't going to be happening anytime soon. My boss is way too much of a sexist so-and-so to promote me.
Or, you're just not that good at your job? I mean, if you actually put time and effort into it, I'm sure you'd get promoted in no time.
Whatever. Geez, you're starting to sound like Dad. We're supposed to be playing a game here, so keep guessing already.
Fine. Well, if it's not a promotion, then are you getting married?
Closer, but not quite.
You're pregnant?
No. God, you suck at this game. No, I have a boyfriend. A real, long-term, fully committed one and everything. I think this could really be the one, you know?
Oh, well, that's great. Good for you. I'm glad you found someone to be happy with.
Yeah, I know. It's great, isn't it? I can't believe I actually found someone like him. Finn is such a nice guy. He's smart and cute, and he always tells me how pretty I am. We're like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Why aren't you more excited for me?
Huh? What do you mean? I am excited.
No, you're not. You're being such a buzzkill or whatever. You don't think my news is actually all that great or big, do you?
I mean, I'm happy for you for sure, but it's not like it's something that massive. You've had boyfriends before who you thought were the one, but they turned out to be losers and deadbeats.
Well, Finn isn't like that. Why can't you just be happy for me instead of trying to ruin everything like you always do? This is why I'm Mom's favorite, you know?
I am happy for you, I swear. I just don't want you to get your hopes up only to be let down again. I mean, it always sucks to see you upset over a guy who you thought loved you, but then they go and break your heart.
Whatever. Finn isn't like that. He actually loves me. In fact, we're moving in together.
Oh wow, so soon? Is that wise?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just houses and stuff are quite expensive, aren't they? How will the two of you afford it? Has Finn got a good job?
He's aspiring to become a musician at the minute, so he hasn't got a lot of money, if that's what you mean.
So then, how will you two afford a place to live? You won't be able to afford somewhere on just your wage alone, Angie.
You think I don't know that? I'm not dumb, Izzy. Anyway, you don't need to worry about anything. I have everything under control and have found a lovely place where the both of us can live. I'm just waiting for the current renter to move out first.
Ah, that's great then. I hope everything works out for you. And if you want me to, I would be more than happy to meet Finn and introduce myself to him. If you think he's ready to meet the family. LOL.
Oh, he's ready. Don't you worry. You'll probably be seeing him very soon.
Great. Just let me know when and I'll make sure I'm here to say hello.
Okay, well, anyway, I've got to go. I've got a lot of packing to do.
Have fun.
Izzy, sweetie, are you at the shops? We need some more milk and bread.
Yeah, I'm there at the minute. No problem, I can pick that up for you.
Great, thank you. Oh, did you manage to talk to your sister yet? She had some exciting news to share.
Yeah, she messaged this afternoon. I'm happy that she's found someone who she's happy with. I just hope that this one lasts. It sucked to see her so torn up over Tom last time. Or was it Nathan?
Yes, your father and I are both happy to see your sister picking herself back up again. We want to make sure that we can help Angie as much as possible with her new relationship, so that hopefully this one will stick.
Yeah, I get that. It's nice to have a supportive family who wants to help you out. So what were you thinking of? Inviting the two of them round for dinner? Helping them move into their new place? Oh, did Angie tell you that she and Finn are moving in together?
Yes, she did.
It's a bit weird to me. I don't think she's known him long enough to move in with him. But whatever makes her happy. Do you happen to know where her new place is? I'd like to get them a housewarming gift.
Actually, that was something that I wanted to speak to you about.
Huh?
Because your sister doesn't have a lot of money at the moment, she asked if she and Finn can move into our house.
Okay.
Yes, well, whilst your dad and I are fine with this, we don't exactly feel comfortable letting them stay in the same room. So we've decided that they should sleep in separate bedrooms.
But the house only has 3 bedrooms overall. There's yours and Dad's, Angie's, and mine. Where is he going to sleep?
That's the thing. He'll be having your bedroom.
What? Mom, this isn't a funny joke.
It's not a joke. Your sister needs a place to stay with her boyfriend, and since we don't want them sharing the same bedroom, Finn will be taking your room.
Well, what about me? Where am I supposed to go?
You're old enough to figure that out now. I mean, you're in your 20s. You should be living in your own apartment and stuff. Not stuck at home in your parents' house. It's kind of sad.
But Angie's in her 20s, older than me, and she's moving back in with you guys? How is that different from me living at home? Besides, you know that I've been trying to save up to afford a place of my own, but with how expensive everything is at the moment, there's nowhere for me to rent.
You haven't even looked yet. Don't be so pessimistic. Where's your happy attitude like your sister?
It's been packed up in a box and shipped out, much like the rest of my stuff will be, according to you.
Oh, don't be so sulky. This will do you good in the long run. You need to get out into the world more instead of just messing around on your laptop. Go get a real job and start earning your living. You don't want to stay poor forever, do you? Well, things won't change unless you put yourself out in the world. Just look how things have worked out for your sister.
Yeah, it must be easy when you're the family favorite and can get your parents to do whatever you tell them to, including kicking their other daughter out of the house so that you can move your boyfriend in.
You're being incredibly petty, you know? Just be happy for your sister and do something kind for her for a change.
What do you mean be kind to her for a change? I'm always kind to her. She's the one who is always rude and horrible to me. I mean, she's kicking me out of my home for God's sake.
There's no need to get all dramatic and hysterical. Don't be ridiculous. Now, Angie and Finn want to move in as quickly as possible, so you'll have to find somewhere else to live by the end of the week. Make sure that you pack everything up and take it with you too. We wouldn't want Finn to feel awkward about the room because you left some things behind.
Oh no, God forbid that the man none of us has ever met before feels awkward for getting his girlfriend's little sister kicked out of the house.
Izzy?
What? I'm just telling the truth.
Well, don't. Just grab what we need and get back so that you can start packing. I'm sure there's lots that need sorting out.
Uh-huh, sure, whatever. But don't come crying to me when things start to get bad.
Huh? What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough.
Oh, whatever. Just get home quickly. I'm hungry.
What the actual F, Angie? Why are you getting Mom to kick me out of the house? Why can't you just find somewhere else for you and Finn to live?
Because this is the cheapest option, of course. I won't have to pay rent or any of the bills, and Mom will most likely cook for us every night as well, so we won't need to buy our own groceries. It's the best place for me and Finn to go to. Not to mention that we'll be able to save up enough money to buy a house of our own eventually. Or we'll just inherit this one when Mom and Dad die.
You planning on sticking around here until that happens then?
I don't see a reason to move. And with you gone, me and Finn will have plenty of space to relax in. I just can't believe that I didn't think of doing this sooner. I could have been living such an easy life, like you.
I've not been living an easy life. I've been earning my keep.
Doing what? Messing around on your laptop? That's not that impressive. I don't even know how you're getting any money from that thing. It's not like you're actually doing anything of value on it.
Yes, I am actually. You're the one not doing anything with her life. And because you're stuck in a dead-end job with a deadbeat boyfriend, you want to try and make my life just as awful as yours.
My life isn't awful. At least I have a boyfriend who loves me.
Life isn't just about boyfriends, you know.
You would say that, considering that you'll never find anyone to love you. You'll be forever stuck on your laptop, pretending to be important when really you're just a nobody.
You know what? Suddenly I feel much better about moving out of the house, especially if you're moving into it and with that loser of a boyfriend. I'm sure that I can find somewhere better to live.
Oh yeah? Like where? The shed? LOL.
It doesn't concern you.
Whatever. Just be moved out by the end of the week. Me and Finn are eager to move in.
Izzy, sweetie? Are you there? Please answer the phone. I know you're mad at me, but I would like to apologize.
What do you want, Mom?
Oh, Izzy, I'm so sorry to have kicked you out of the house like I did. Honestly, I miss having you around. Your sister and her boyfriend don't do anything at all. They laze around in the living room, watching TV and making a mess. It's like living with two toddlers again.
Uh-huh. That's my problem. Why?
Please come home. I'll kick Finn out and you can have your old room back. It will be just like it was before you moved out. You can continue to pay rent and help out around the house, and we can have nice conversations again.
So you found out that I paid a large chunk of rent then, huh?
Your father may have let it slip and then told me that since moving out, you haven't paid anything.
Of course I haven't. I don't live there anymore. I need the rent money for the rent on my new place.
New place?
Well, yeah. After being kicked out, I still needed a place to stay. I crashed at my friend's for a few days before I came across this flat for rent. It's got everything I need, and it's cheaper than what I was paying at yours. I'm not moving out of here at all.
But what about my house? We need your rent money to help pay the mortgage.
You'll have to ask Angie to help then.
You know she won't. She can't afford much after being fired.
Why doesn't it surprise me that she's been fired?
Oh. And what makes you think you're doing any better?
Because I just designed a series of clothes that some of the biggest fashion designers in the world have picked up. They're now offering me multiple job opportunities to come and work for them, each with a ridiculous amount of money.
What?
Yeah, that's what I had been doing on my laptop whilst you insisted that I was just wasting my time. But I knew that what I was doing was important. And look, it's just secured me a career for life.
Well then, you can share some of your money. You have enough to go around now.
No. After what you and everyone else did to me, kicking me out, I'll not be sharing anything with you. I now know that you guys are nothing but selfish and self-centered. Only looking out for yourselves and what could benefit you. I'm not going to be a part of that.
But you're my daughter, so you have to help me. We're family.
You've never helped me. In fact, you kicked me out of the house so that you could provide a room for some strange guy you'd never met before. I knew then exactly where I was in your list of priorities. And it's safe to say that I am much happier on my own now. I might have even found someone who is interested in me.